it's about 6 o'clock, so I'll bring this meeting to order with roll call.
Well, I went to Webster, so.
Mr. Seaman?
Here.
Mr. Chicolo?
Here.
Mr. Waldeck?
Here. We please stand for our pledge of allegiance, please.
I'll just do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Can I have a motion to approve our minutes from the August 6th, 2024 meeting?
Motion to approve.
Have a second?
Second.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chicolo?
Yes.
Mr. Waldeck?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we always start with greeting our guests, so we're going to start on this side of the room.
Why? You're here purposely to be first, for goodness sake.
Now, I apologize, I don't know who you are, so how about your name?
So go ahead.
No, we're good. I'll go back to the.
Oh, for good, I didn't. I'm Richard and my wife Patty Bradford.
Okay,
We live on,
nice to meet you.
State Route 45, right? It's 4879, right next to that yellow house.
The infamous yellow house.
Before
that he's torn
town,
down.
Bristol Champion Town Line Road.
The one that I wanted to
Yes,
buy.
yes, okay, gotcha.
That's what.
Yeah, that one.
Not, didn't need to go in.
And we just wanted to know, is there any progress or?
Do you have any more information than?
Well, I have the information that we could have bought it and I didn't get the approval from the board to buy it.
But it
It's
is,
$2,000.
it is,
Other than that,
Well, hell.
it is in the hands
I don't
of.
think that's the
well,
one.
you
I
can't.
don't know.
it would have to be us.
Yeah.
Can I give you a donate?
All we need is 3 votes to say okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
So,
I'm sorry.
I did the legwork and everything and, as a matter of fact, we were talking about getting it possibly burnt down. The chief said he was not too excited about doing that.
Maybe Champion can do it for a car?
Council of Governments would probably do it for free, but that doesn't make any difference. We have to agree to buy it.
Yes.
Warren's been doing it.
Chief,
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Well, we've talked many times.
Yeah.
And he said it'd be a perfect training.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I thought, but when the push comes to shove,
I was a
shove.
firefighter for 10 years, so I know what that's all about, training.
Yes.
well,
So
we may not have the firemen available to go
It's
first.
too close to the road. The liability of, we can't protect the
So,
Edison lines well enough.
but there's other venues.
okay.
Alright. So what do we have to do to get it back on the thing about re-voting about buying it?
It's-
Or
I
is
don't
it done?
believe it's the position of our township to be put into, to be buying property so that we can pay for it and have it torn down.
We pay
It's
to
with the
have,
Trumbull, it's
we
with
pay
the
to have
Trumbull
it torn
Neighborhood
down.
Association now, and they are in the process of having it torn down,
oh,
correct?
yeah, but it might
There's
be
your answer.
tomorrow or it might be 2 years from now.
Yes, but that's on their time frame. They get green money for that, it is expended for that, and they should be able to use it for that.
We just wanted to know where we stood
Mhm.
because our neighbors to the south of us,
Right.
we don't want them to get that because they, yeah, they're,
I talked to you about it. I'm the one that stopped to see you.
I know, sir, I know.
And I tried that. Now it's just, all I could say is wait, I guess. That's,
Well, I've always got a wall to race to before they get anything done, so. I'm sorry, your name is, sir? I was trying to pick up where I started
Can
from.
would it be appropriate that we can call TNT and see if we can swing a deal where you can purchase it?
they won't sell it.
They won't sell
They
it.
will not,
They want
Okay.
no swinging deals
$35,000.
with TNP.
and they're stuck on it.
Okay.
But if we would have bought it, we could have resold it to them?
No,
No, we,
You
you have to
actually
split
have
the
to own it.
property.
Okay,
Property line has to be split in half.
no, it doesn't.
now it does.
That's not, that's not true, but I don't even wanna talk about it.
Well, you know.
There's ways to get around stuff.
You know, I got chainsaws.
He would buy it, the other guy's not gonna pay $10,000 to buy it. He
No.
would. So you put it up for bid, and the high bid buys it.
When we offered 9,000, what, 15 years ago?
Wow.
And it went for $9,100.
Well, that was a
We got my neighbor.
private sale.
Yeah, yeah,
He wouldn't shut his mouth.
yeah.
But anyway. Guys, I don't mean to, I apologize. My dad was a trustee in Gustavus Township for 15 years.
Mhm.
And I was in the fire department in Gustavus. And I know you guys have to jump through the hoops. And I understand.
That's our job. And I don't have a problem doing that,
You know,
but
and I just, my wife and I, we're go-getters. When we see something, we clean it up.
mhm.
We make it pretty. And we're gonna put a brand new wooden fence all the way down that south side of that property. And, you know, it's gonna be, I've been mowing that thing for 15 years in the front of that house, even a ditch on that property, just to keep it clean.
You've maintained that property for 15 years?
Yes, sir.
There's a law.
File for title.
22 years, I believe is the number.
I think they changed it.
Did they?
I've moved that since the day we moved in there. And we've kept it.
TNP owns it. The owner, there's no owner, it's TNP, it's a government agency that owns it, so it ain't.
It's not the same.
Right, yeah.
So if you live next to a land bank owned property, you can buy it, right?
No.
I bet you
Yes,
know.
I know my boy just did.
Well, if you're gonna, now if he wants to buy it and renovate it, they'll
It's
sell
not
it to him.
it's.
I know, it's absolutely, it's too far gone.
I guess renovation is all in justification of what you mean by renovation.
Turn it, yeah.
If it's gotta be a house, or can you make it into something?
Well, they want it
They
to be a
want
house.
it, they want it renovated. I mean,
They
they'll
want it
sell it,
livable, yeah.
they'll sell it to anybody
They
sitting
want it as a
here.
residence, not as.
Yes. But to have it torn down, it has to be a government agent, a government.
We would have bought it and rebuilt it and rented it.
Yeah.
But you gotta put a $20,000 septic system in and.
Try and get TNP and Trustee.
I already did that, Doug.
Okay.
I already did it.
Guys, I don't wanna call you that.
I mean, I could say, hey, good guy, he's still on the same deal, you guys are the deal, but I did.
Or you lose last time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get feathers ruffled.
One of the other has to.
We will do you.
I'm just expressing my concern.
I can tell your frustration. I can call and see if there's any, what's gonna happen though, now let me tell you what's gonna, if TNP tears it down, he gets half, the other guy gets half,
Right.
and that's what we.
But is then, then the property's not large enough to put a building back on.
Right.
No,
It'll just be
36
vacant.
feet.
Is it okay with you? That he just vacant?
and let the other guy get half, and he gets the other, the half and half? I don't know, I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
okay, all right, okay.
Take a good look at it, take a good look at the property that's beside this gentleman's
I don't know
house.
if you knew who that guy is south of me.
And look at his I go by it 5 times a day. Go look at their house and then go look at the house next door. Their house is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taken care of, like you said, he's been cutting the grass all the time. And then look at the other neighbors. That's all I got to say.
I agree with you, Jim. And I don't know how many times we've been after a couple of those places. No, sir. No, sir.
And gentlemen, lady, I didn't come here to make a ruckus.
They're here to have
Oh gosh, you can, 18 years, 20 years that thing's been empty.
Yeah.
And
I'll call PMD.
Yeah, please.
But I'm gonna call them to see if they have any time scheduled when that thing's gonna get torn down. But although again, that what happens if it's torn down?
sir, I talked to you and I appreciate you come to visit me. I really did. I appreciate you.
If it's 4 gallons, but if that's the best was gonna do, we'll have to take that.
There was an application, so I reported.
Doug,
Yes, sir.
so last year when we talked about this, they wanted to rehab the house. They were not wanting to tear it down. Have they changed their mind now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
They figured
That's
out.
when
it
I
was
got
not-
Too much money.
the $2,000 offer.
It's supposed to be in really bad shape from what I understand.
Oh, it's
It's not fit to live in. There are several others up here just as bad.
We will revisit it. Okay?
Thank you,
You're
thank
welcome.
you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
If you guys need a donation, I'm available for a donation. I rest my case.
All right. Sir?
The only thing are they done with our roads? What they
They,
chipped and sealed, like you said, it's gonna be like 88?
it's gonna be.
Well, when you said the county was gonna do the chip and
Yes.
seal?
Yeah, they've done what they were
So they're
contracted to do. Yes.
Okay, yes, it's like a washboard.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it, 27 years that something was done, but my wife likes to walk and I want to walk on it.
which road?
I hand them in south.
Down in south of
it's
88,
bad.
correct?
North is even
We'll
bad.
call,
Is
we'll
it
call
sure?
County tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like the gravel, went out the truck and
Last night, we're Trumbull County.
yeah, a lot of
I
gravel.
rode on it the first day, it was okay, but I mean, I haven't been on it since.
I haven't been
First day of the-
4 days.
Yeah,
turn
first
north
day,
on-
I rode on
Nice,
it literally,
I thought they did.
yeah, half hour after they were done, they were still working on the north end, and I took a picture and sent it to these guys, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it looks okay.
It looked okay, but drive
But-
down.
I haven't been
Yeah,
down
if
it
you go
again,
down
so I
now,
can't say.
All right, we'll make a phone call tomorrow.
Okay, but I don't know what you paid for that stuff, but
We gotta,
that's it.
why.
You gotta feel
that's
it.
why.
We'll talk later, big dog. My phone is with the trustee.
Yes, sir.
So what are stipulations in our township for hotels and Airbnb?
Hotels and Airbnb,
Is
yes.
there anything in our,
That's they are businesses, so they would fall under.
and where would they fall in structure in our township? Where would they have to be resided, or where would they have to be built or purchased or put?
It's considered an in-home business.
Does it have to be in the center of town? Does it have to be in the
No,
business?
it's considered an in-home business.
In-home
So that we-
business. So how can we regulate it to not put them everywhere?
Our zoning commission has talked about it. Very difficult to do. It's a fact, I believe it was.
I got something on this. My place got robbed Saturday morning by the Airbnb on Miller South. You know where I live, you talked.
Yes, I know.
Right. I got robbed Friday morning, okay? By a Russian immigrant. And I told you guys 2 years, you weren't on the board, and you weren't either. I told Chicolo about this. So I'm tired of this shit. It's
And I
gotta go.
came- And I came to look at it.
Right. It's gotta go.
That was the last time I
Right.
heard about it, by the way.
I called the law twice on Saturday. There's nothing they can do. They have more rights than I do. And I live in this township. I've lived here my entire life.
Yeah, so I don't believe we have any formal authority to do anything about it.
So let me put it to you this way. What if a pedophile rents that place? And my kid comes up missing? Do you understand?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
So, no, we can't get into that discussion.
Really?
No, we can't, because you're talking about trying to stop something before it happens. That's not the way our law system is built.
Now what happened, Doug? I got robbed. It happened.
Okay.
Did you call the police?
Twice.
Okay, well, that's what you
Right.
guys do.
And you guys told me that's a civil issue. It's a
Yes.
civil issue now. I've handled it civilly.
Okay,
Okay.
But there's nothing, they couldn't even arrest her because she's a Russian immigrant. Yeah, she has more rights than I do, and I pay taxes.
I don't understand
Her,
that.
her passport was expired.
These guys were all there.
They're all there.
So she robbed you, but they said if she shot you, they couldn't arrest her because she.
I could have shot her and I would have had no
No, I
repercussions.
said if she shot you, then they wouldn't arrest her either because she's a Russian immigrant.
No laws to apply to them, is what he said. There's nothing they can do except call ICE.
That doesn't.
That is what the Trumbull County Sheriff told me.
I don't.
They were all there.
You request a report?
Go ahead. I got 2 of them.
No.
2 reports.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Paul.
So start on this side.
Yeah.
Do we need zoning to look into something to see if there's anything?
They have.
The
Prosecutor's office, it's been the
prosecutor's office says we can't touch it.
No, there's certain regulations, there's like a trailer limit back there, they can rent the house, but that's the government state, that's. Health department could come in that if they move a bunch more stuff in there, but our hands are tied. I have to agree with you.
For Airbnb.
So you're allowed
Yeah.
to have hotels? in
No.
Bristol? That's what it is, right? So
No, it's an Airbnb.
But
That's a home
You
business.
know, business.
That's not a hotel. A hotel, you can't have a hotel in Bristol Village. You don't have any sewers or water.
I understand, but a hotel's baseline is the renting by the day or by the hour or by whatever, right? That's a hotel. So is an Airbnb. Airbnb is rented the same way, right?
No.
No,
By the day.
it's a different thing.
Two nights.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hotel would have to be in a,
It's probably.
commercial
How do
district.
we benefit from the Airbnb?
You don't.
So we get no taxation?
It's just the property tax.
It's just like you leasing out your, like you're renting out your property.
Right, same
It's the
difference.
same as a rental.
The owner moves in there every once in a while.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, she does. She lives in the house.
She doesn't. She lives in the garage. So it's not the house.
No, it's just.
It's on the same property.
Behind the fence.
Mhm.
They built a living
With
quarters
4
in the
trailer
garage.
hookups
Yeah. With 4 camper hookups.
and 4 pads.
So that's a campground.
That's a
Exactly.
campground, so you're not.
In
Yeah,
Bristol?
sorry for that.
Yes.
Mhm. You're allowed to have an Airbnb with cabins. It's exactly what it is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That.
I guess there's stipulations in a lot of things, I
An
guess.
Federal and
Airbnb
state
is
laws.
one, like your house.
No,
No,
You
we went
can
through the
have cabins.
prosecutor's office. We
You're-
tried
you're
everything we
Yeah.
could.
Most
We
of the
looked at it
property
for
living
weeks.
in one.
Patty?
That's like putting a trailer in front now or trailer just for.
You can go over to Mosquito Lake, put a sailboat on the lake, moor it, and rent it out as an Airbnb. You're allowed to do that.
We're talking about the township. I'm not talking about the lake.
But that.
I'm talking about my kids being on the road and they coming up
I
this.
understand. I
and
hear your
you just-
frustration.
No, you don't. Trust me.
There's, my hands are tied.
Yeah.
Doug, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
We're not allowed to have a mobile home in Bristol Township any longer, correct? Has to
That's
have,
because of square footage. yes.
okay, so how does a camper fall under that?
It's not permanent.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
He's got a fixed structure over top of his camper, so how is it not permanent?
Is it
Got
attached?
wheels under it.
Yeah, is it attached to the,
To the camper?
yeah.
No.
But
But he can't pull it out.
That's
But,
not
but you
fixed.
can't have mobile homes and they got wheels.
from my understanding, 1 or 2 of those campers belong to the owner of the property.
Mhm.
And they come there and stay every once in a while.
Well, I would think they would all have to belong to the owner, don't they?
Yes.
Otherwise, it's truly a campground.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Paradise Lake probably pays a pretty penny to have a campground.
Yes.
Right?
I would think.
And if that's the case, then it should be the same as him.
But it's a house. isn't it?
Yeah, there's a house in Play Lakes too, or Paradise Lakes too.
I
I
know.
mean, there's cabins there as well, and they probably got all kinds of stipulations that they pay that he probably doesn't. There's probably commercial the taxes that there's probably a lot of things you have to pay.
Can we
He
say
probably has
the
a
word,
commercial septic.
can we say the word loophole? They found it.
How is there a loophole?
Yeah, if there's 4 different trailers.
It's an
There's
Airbnb.
only
They fought that in Seattle for years.
It's not Seattle, it's Ohio.
More than one house.
precedent
But
of
3 are
the law
permitted.
goes
This
everywhere.
boils down
3
to
are permitted.
Trumbull
Health
County.
department and everything.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I
Trumbull
got
County,
my.
they have regulations for every township in their
I got
town.
my, it's on my computer.
And they can regulate.
It's
Like my
regulated.
dad in Gus Davis, it's under Trumbull County, but in Gus Davis, you can't put a mobile home on that town, in Gus Davis. They forbid it.
Well, there's a lot of places.
Am I stupid? But there's a lot of places that don't allow Airbnb. It's in their legislation. And why can't we pass it in our legislation? It's all about legislation and laws, and that's what this is about.
Okay.
Can we put it up for a vote? And put it on the meeting?
I don't know that.
I mean, those are questions I would ask.
Okay, we will ask those
I would like to see
questions.
if we can put it on a ballot and vote them so they can't put them in the
So
first.
you're talking about a ballot initiative.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see if we can vote to not have Airbnbs in this town. I don't care if they have them in Champion. I don't care if they have them in Cortland. It's not my town. Not my kids. My kids are here.
You know what
I'm
you
sorry.
just did? You got the ball rolling and now the wheels are spinning.
Gobers?
Yep, Govers. Gobish. Like to put it on the ballot and then let the people vote on it. The people in this town vote on it, not have it, then guess what?
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
Then that's legal, right?
same way with marijuana. You can.
Yep, same way with
Yeah, we
marijuana.
did that.
No.
Okay, so we can't head that up. That has to be, we have to be headed up by a group of citizens.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
How many
How many signatures you
I
need?
Yeah,
don't know.
But could we get
The
prosecutors'
election board be
opinion?
able to give you all that information.
Okay, so I go on the election board and get all the
Yes, sir.
information? Okay,
Yes.
I'll do that.
And we'll get the prosecutor's opinion too.
All right.
There you go. Progress. Wheels are rolling.
So we got a ballot initiative possibly. We will talk to the prosecutor. And is there one more thing?
If you can put it on the ballot.
Well, that's the ballot initiative. And let's have our zoning, I will send a letter to our zoning commission to have them revisit it, please.
That's fine.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Does the Airbnb ad still say that trailers or it's a family camp, not for rent?
Yes,
It still says that?
yes. Everything I gave you 2 years ago still stands today.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
I'd like
there
to
still
say something.
just 3 campers back there?
There's four.
There's 4?
4 plus the living quarters. They turned the garage into living quarters.
Is the garage behind the fence? Because
The health department.
the health department can be called then. If they
I already
have more
talked
than
to
I've already been there.
I've already
If they
been
have more
there.
than 4.
Rod's already been there twice. Yeah.
I like to say something about having these open bed and breakfasts, Airbnbs, whatever you want to call
Yes.
them. I mean, it just doesn't, it's just not good common sense to have these available in a community like Bristolville. I mean, this crew that was there Saturday, there were 4 guys there with this girl. I don't know, she's an illegal alien. I don't know what she was doing with them. They were from New York. Now, why do you come from New York, 4 guys and a girl who's an illegal alien, to rent a house in Bristolville, Ohio? And you're just opening yourself up to that kind of activity when you have those. And I don't see why we need them in Bristolville. You want to have them in Boardman or someplace where there's a mall or there's something, I could see that. But Bristolville, come on.
Okay.
I mean, use some common sense.
Bristolville. What do you mean?
Well, that's just trying to hide something.
Bristol Township.
Illegal activity.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like, doesn't it?
What address would the police report be under?
4999 Miller South.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can I make
Yeah.
a comment?
Yes, yes, please.
When the inn burnt down, Bristol Inn,
Yes, sir.
you know what that was at one time?
Brothel.
A brothel.
Yes.
You know what, when they tore that thing down, I filmed the whole thing. I was like, it hurt me.
Did you frequent there?
Well, back in
Grandpa did.
1888, yeah, I frequented there a lot. It's just the historical side of it is what tore me up.
Yes, sir. We've lost the flavor of our town.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful.
Other
Someone would have taken that over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, we've lost the flavor of our town. Yes, sir. Yes.
I got one more thing.
Go.
The ditch that we talked about when you came out with
Yes,
Greg.
yes.
What are we doing? Anything?
Well, I thought we left that, we weren't gonna touch it. Okay.
Well, I never heard back from you guys,
Okay.
so.
All right, that's the one just to the north of you going
Yes.
into the woods, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, okay.
If you guys give me permission, I got the equipment. I have to have permission from either the township or the county to touch a natural waterway, or it's a $10,000 fine.
Is it your property?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
You're not rerouting it, are you?
No, just cleaning it out.
There you go. You're fine. I don't think if you're not rerouting
It
it.
doesn't make a difference. They said
Yeah.
you put a hoe in that ditch, it's $10,000.
yeah, and I think he's correct. When they put the bridge.
There's a lot of people gonna be paying $10,000.
When they did the bridge over the
Including
Peace
me.
property, you know, Brett, that's where he used that nice bridge over
Yeah.
there. He ran into all sorts of problems. He had to have the engineers, the Corps of Engineers, come out and they had to sign off on
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
I know the golf course and maybe did their waterway up there, they had to do the same thing. It's jumping through hoops, but I don't believe it cost them. They came out and just surveyed it. Let me call up to the golf course and I'll get a name of the county engineer for you, okay? All right. Make sure I get your phone number before you leave too.
It's got a small ditch waterway that goes through this property.
I don't know if Mr. Marossi,
I already-
he left us a few weeks ago, so we're right in the middle.
I know.
Okay, all right. Let's see, Corps of Engineers. Yeah, they can probably grease the tracks for us.
You know what?
Yes,
We give a $2,000 cash donation.
I
We snake trace it. Another way government runs, cash, baby, under the table.
Previous administration.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
can we,
Have you?
is it okay we move on?
No, but I think we get along.
Oh, yeah, you would. I'm gonna.
Is it okay with that we move on? Okay.
Mr. Wood,
Any,
you go to-
Mr. List,
Well, I don't want to sound like a broken record,
but
but Pine Oak Hill Speedway is still going 55 miles an hour.
yes,
And I did talk to somebody at the engineers. They said that our trustees could request speed limit signs to be put on that road.
Who'd you talk to?
Mr. Smith. Once run, he was right over here in the park, that's where I talked.
Without a study, without a traffic study.
They probably studied that before.
Well, they did,
Yeah.
we had one from Gary Schaefer, and he said we couldn't do anything, which is second in control. So I will send that email that Mr. Schaefer sent us to Mr. Smith and ask them which one is correct.
Okay. Now, on the other side where he lives, it's 35.
Just in that short piece though. That's it. It stops at,
Messick.
Messick Road.
Yes,
So my question to go with Kenny is,
Yeah.
you guys did studies on all these township roads?
they do them about every decade, once every decade,
Okay, and then that's how they come up with a 40 mile an hour for Phelps and hand damming and all that.
yeah.
You know, how come some of them are 45 and High Oak Field's 55? That doesn't make sense to me.
So
There's many,
No, there's
there's many,
it's crazy, yeah.
I think
houses and stuff on our road as there is on that little short stretch over there.
Yeah, it's very congested here. I agree with you, Kenny.
And it's 40 miles an hour right down through here, and all the way out to King Brothers, past King Brothers,
Yes,
40 miles an hour. Why?
that's ODOT. They do their own studies and that's what they do, yeah.
Would there be liability for us to put signs up there?
Oh, no, can't we do that?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe we could do a petition.
No, but, well, yeah, you can. And that would come to us, but I can tell you that I can make some phone calls tomorrow morning and try and make sure that, it's looked at.
Is the sheriff's department the one that does that study? Is that correct? No.
That's the county
County.
engineer and, Eastgate, out of Gordon, correct?
Township,
that's
county, and, local.
It really doesn't make sense that they can't mark that down to 40 with the houses being that close all the way down through that road with all the hills and turns and makes no sense.
How fast is it?
55.
Isn't Corey Hunt the same way on the
Because it's
south
not
end?
hard.
Yeah.
It's not hard?
Yeah.
You've got three lines?
Yep. Yep, if it's unmarked, it's 55.
Yes.
That's right.
You must have read that book a little longer in license class, huh?
Right. Well, you know, I
So I
recall
wasn't
when I was a
actually
kid,
speeding.
it was 40, I thought, always, but anyhow.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
It's county or
Could you
what?
put up a sign that says caution, children playing?
Yes, we can do that, yes.
There are caution signs there for the,
Okay, sure.
that's all they are, caution signs.
Yeah, you can't get a ticket for that.
There's caution signs.
It's not speed limit signs, they're caution signs. They can go 55 miles an hour. And some of those people with the four-wheelers will speed up when they get to that little hill right
coming down, driving, I just lost control.
They do 55 there.
Roll in my yard to the ditch. It's
All right.
If somebody's gonna get hurt there, killed, right there at that.
8 years ago.
Then I'm gonna come up there.
45 coming down,
Say, I go.
rolling, slammed into that tree, I had it in, but I fell.
All right, let's keep going around the back of the room. Matt?
I was gonna touch on those roads also.
Okay, good.
Yeah, not real impressed at all, for sure. Go across the 88 onto Mahandem, and it's rougher than rough could be right by Hendrickson's there. As soon as you go across the road, it's
I was
bad.
on it 3 days ago.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't know what you're paying attention to on that. But that being said too, out on Messick South,
Yes,
a lot of rig equipment going up and down that road.
rig as being oil.
Yep, seen tandem tanker trucks going down through there the other day. It looked possibly like a swab rig back there, more than 5 ton.
Do they have a new oil well going into that?
No, I think they're back their maintenance in that one, behind Dick's.
Why, they're supposed to come in off of Peck Leach.
And they are, but they come onto that road and it's 5 ton.
Peck Leach up to.
Messick.
No, the next one. What's the next one?
Well, what is it? What's Dick Williams? What's the old Williams's road?
Oh, no.
That's Fenton.
Yeah, it is
It
Messick.
must be space. Okay.
Right, so it's got a 5 ton limit on it.
Down to where they put the new bridge in, because that's where the oil well.
I get it, but-
In on,
So
we allowed them to do that.
you did.
Yes, sir, we had to.
Why do you have
a
to?
right of way.
Well, see, the thing, this is what I argued this point before. What I recalled when all that fracking and everything was coming around, that they were to allow the county monies for tearing up these roads.
Yes,
So then when that was brought up about that, how come we paid for that road, not the county, we paid the county to fix that road after they tore it up. Why is that?
if I remember right, they gave us like $25,000 for that.
For that road?
I believe so.
I don't never remember that coming out in this meeting.
Oh, boy.
You'd have to show me that on, you'd have to show me that on paper and I won't argue the point.
I don't know where I find, it's gotta be 10 years ago.
Well, when we did that road, that was never brought up. You weren't on the board, I don't think, when they approved to do that road. When we repaved it.
No, I was not.
Yeah, right. So that was never discussed at that point. What was
Well, but
discussed
I'm
is
talking
what,
before that, when I was on the board, when that.
but that road never got done.
It wasn't that bad.
Well, we just paid to have it redone because of the big trucks on there. It crowned it so bad you couldn't plow it.
Just since I've not been here.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was
That's
what
a
my
different-
argument
okay,
was
all right.
then, was how come the county's not paying for it? Why are we paying the county to do that road? And here again, how long they gonna be down there?
Yeah.
And is that road gonna get damaged again?
Because they're definitely over the 5-ton limit.
Was probably a road use maintenance agreement done with the county.
That's what I'm wanting to know that.
And they wouldn't have got paid per se for that road. There would have been a bond.
There was money allowance for
There was
county
a
roads and
bond
stuff, right?
in township.
Mhm.
If townships were done, and I do recall
They
Gary
videoed it,
Schaefer,
right?
yeah, and I do recall Gary Schaefer, talking to the company about having money put in, I can't remember the line, to put in for that road. I can remember that happening, because I know the trustees brought it to the attention of,
I never heard that come out of anybody's mouth
so I
when
need
that
to
road
look in
was
the
getting paid
file
for.
and some emails, but there was a conversation about it being reimbursed back, because they did
Back
videos.
to us or back to
No,
who?
back to us, because
Yeah.
it's a county road.
Okay, so us,
It's a township road.
all right, so us paying for that is what you're telling me, we're to be reimbursed back for
I have to look
that?
and see if we ever got reimbursed.
Yeah, I'd like, I
back.
want to know that,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes.
because that was my argument years back about
But-
what we
but
paid to
you
do it.
Come now, that money would have been given to us.
At the time of that road being done?
Yes.
Okay, so that being,
Yes.
that's fine with me, but that was never brought up.
I'll look back.
That never come out to the
I
public.
remember- I don't think I was here either, but I remember it when I worked at the county, it
Okay.
coming up, Bristol
I
requesting
mean,
money.
I'd like to have that information.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but if they're traveling it again, it needs to be brought back up to them.
They are
There's a new
traveling,
agreement
I
needs to
see
be
them.
Brought up,
I'm out that way often.
so that would be another Gary Schaefer.
Okay,
They're gonna, I'm sending emails like crazy.
and that was a road maintenance agreement. I remember
I remember the road
they
maintenance
hired someone
agreement,
specifically
Yes.
to come out and videotape all the roads.
yes.
To
Yes.
gauge them and rate them. They rated all those roads at the time.
Yeah, because that road took a big hit, I remember that.
Yes. I know when we widened the entrance to it, remember how we
Mhm.
got that? That was paid for
Gotcha.
by the oil well.
And that's why I'm fine and dandy with that, as long as that's the case, but if we paid 35 grand to do that, and here they are trucking up and down it again, I'm not okay with that.
Gotcha.
No,
Okay,
you're right,
I
it should
got
be,
you.
it should be
Exactly.
checked on again,
Yeah,
They-
I'm-
they should have permits.
Yeah,
And
because as soon as I turned on the road, I seen the 5-ton limit, and I followed that big semi tanker down through there.
He went right to the bottom.
Right down, right into the rig site.
Okay.
And I can ask with the sheriff also, they have the scale truck. to
Trust
see.
me, I was gonna come up and try and find him that morning, but he wasn't here.
I have his cell phone number personally,
Yeah,
so
he's up
I
here, I
will.
catch him once in a while.
Yeah.
But,
Where-
yeah, anyhow,
where is it? Exactly.
Essex South, over there off of Peck Leach Road.
Peck Leach Road,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, south.
And that's where they're traveling, south of Peck Leach?
Yep, they're turning off Peck Leach Road and going down
I'll send
toward the
Jake,
bridge.
I'll send Jake a text tonight to keep an eye on that. That's the scale officer.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I want to bring it up because I don't want it tore up again.
Yep.
Okay.
We paid enough money.
Corey, anything?
Yes. We mentioned it before in a couple other meetings, but I didn't remember. How much do we charge citizens for burials?
Okay.
$400 or
I can
$500?
look in there. I'm gonna try and go off the top of my head.
We just talked.
Yeah. Is it 350? 350.
Okay, an average, how many a year? Is it around 100?
We think it's a little lower than that.
Yeah.
God, I hope it's lower.
Yeah, it's not that high.
Okay, so if we're getting roughly $35,000 a year just for burial costs, give or take,
Yes, okay. Yeah.
because a couple of times I've talked to you, it was $500.
Well,
It depends.
non-residents are double that.
And cremation is different too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if we're getting roughly $35,000 a year, have we revisited what we're gonna pay a road supervisor so we can justify hiring somebody that has a skill set that we need
I think so.
and not slapping them in the face, asking for a Class B CDL and digging graves without knocking over headstones and
That's interesting because we're going to go into executive session tonight, talk about a contract with a young man who we think we're gonna try and hire.
okay.
Yes.
All
I
right.
didn't knock over any headstones, right?
No, yeah.
He said yet. He said yet. All right. So another question. Also, when we revisited the blocked intersections, who's
The
responsible?
what intersection?
The blocked intersections of visibility.
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
Whose responsibility is this to keep an eye on it? Is it something you expect Ellen to do while she's driving the township? Is it the
That's
supervisor?
road.
Is
That's
it
road.
you guys?
Yes, that's road, because they're in charge of all of the roadside mowing,
Okay.
and they would know that we've got approximately our right of way off the edge of any road in township is about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet. So they can instruct it that, that boom should never go past that 8 or 10 feet into private property.
Because there's quite a few intersections in Bristol Township. If we're going to start picking one or the other, there's a lot. And is it Bristol Township's responsibility, or are we start mixing county and state because they cross intersections with other roads?
Depends on the road.
Yeah,
Depends on
Yeah, if it's a
what
state
road.
road,
it is.
then
it
it's gonna have
is.
to go.
That's
If it's a
exactly right.
township road, it's already, if it's a state road, it's a state. If it's a county road, it's the county.
Yep, they all intersect. So that's what I'm saying. Whose responsibility is that when they intersect?
What we have done in
You
the past is,
Okay.
Well, here's what I would say.
They used to-
If you got one that you're worried about, let us know. I mean, we can't just arbitrarily say, okay, all the intersections, who owns this one? If somebody, like the lady that called me.
And that's still,
complained,
that's bad.
and we took care of it, well, the property owner, was
Yeah.
here and yelling at me. So if you got a corner intersection that's
Bring it
bad,
up.
somebody gotta tell us.
Sure.
And
Well,
then-
okay,
and then
so, and it's not, but I did notice at the intersection of Miller South and Housel Craft, turning left, it is hard to see at the trees. Coming across Housel Craft from Farmington into Bristol at Corey Hunt, it's impossible to see because of trees to the left and the right.
well,
So
trees are
again,
different.
that's a county road and a township road intersection.
what we've always done in the past is if our, township road abuts into a county road, we will take care of that corner on our side.
Our side.
Our side, yes.
Okay.
So we get half of it.
And then to address something 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
predominantly at Jim, because that's where we had our disagreement. But
Really?
you three are night and day difference from what we had years ago. What I'm asking is to follow ORC protocol so that people enjoy coming here, so that we're not butting heads and having disagreements between trustees and citizens. What I'm really speaking about is the trespassing side of things. Let's calm that down. You've admitted to it 3 times in the last 6 months of trespassing on different people's properties.
Me?
Yes, you personally. So let's please follow ORC so that we still have a great, strong team. Right now, I really believe you guys are a strong team. I'm saying that from the
When
bottom of
did
my
I
heart.
trespass?
How's your trespassing?
You-
Mowing that
you've-
property down was not trespassing. It's the same thing you were just talking about. They have the right,
that what you're
you
talking
have an
about?
easement so
There's
many
that
feet
one,
off
there's
the
a couple
road
houses that you've walked into.
that he
I'm
was given
just-
permission to.
No.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna make an accusation, then tell me what I did, because I don't wanna do it again if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm gonna tell you right now. If it's to help the community and the township, and somebody's gonna say I trespass, well, good, okay, I trespassed.
Yeah, let's
If-
not
if
let's
it's-
not
if
go
it's
the same way
wrong.
the last 40 years, okay?
Yeah.
Just
I don't know anything about the last.
let's
40
lead
years.
differently, is what I'm saying. Lead
Yeah, I'm
differently.
trying to get stuff done.
Don't go the same route. Just don't go the same route.
I appreciate you.
So do I.
I do.
I really have to say, like, tonight, I love this discussion. I really do. This is what I signed up to do.
I don't want
This is a great thing.
I think the Bailey's on the copy I did.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Per hours, we
Yeah.
don't have to have
Or
public
you know
comment
that.
at all. So
What's
that,
that?
we
Or
can
see,
change
we don't
it.
have to allow you to talk.
No, I just actually
We
got a
just do our
notice from the
meeting,
public meeting,
but
from the
we-
trustee
that's not
board,
us.
Ohio,
That's not
there has
us.
to, we don't have to have any public comment, period.
It's-
Which
it's-
is,
Which I like that
and our
you do that.
trustees
That's why I
really
said I
tried.
Or
So
we
now
limit it-
reverse, we
We
don't
could
have
limit
to.
it to, you have 3 minutes to talk, 3 minutes up, you're done.
Yeah.
Now let's move on.
Everybody
Everybody can talk. And I,
Guess what?
Corey,
do
you
not
really,
have- yeah,
you
it's an
surprised
equal-
me, I don't know.
No, Jim, I really like you. What I'm saying is let's not go the same route as the previous administration.
They're not. Jeez, I got more done than not.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I think we're moving in the right
I know.
direction. Anything?
I'm just listening.
Really?
My buddy, you're hanging out with me tonight.
Same thing, huh?
Oh God, I ain't saying nothing to me. I'm staying out. See, I got the eyes. I'm on.
Good job.
I'm good.
All right.
This side was better.
Yes,
Just auditing.
okay, audit.
You don't need my input.
All right. Okay. All right, you've got
I do
round
bring
of more
people, so-
comments. Okay.
May I say something? You know, you have a different group of clientele in the township.
Yes, sir.
And the township's like the Titanic. You were trying to move forward as fast as we can. And we got those icebergs out there. You guys are trying to chip away at it.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean?
A little bit.
So we don't get capsized, sunk to the bottom.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll try and do that.
And it's work in progress.
Okay. Yes. Never stops. Okay. All right, let's do department reports. Ellen, would you please start us off?
Why'd you pick on me first?
No.
There were 4 permits issued for July. I won't give the names. One was on Housecraft for an in-ground pool.
Uh-huh.
One was up on North Park Avenue for an addition, a garage on the back of the home. The other one was for a home on North Park Extension.
Good.
And then we had, I had a solar company call and want to know if we governed that and if they could, no, I'm sorry, it's wrong. Solar company, we can. Okay, all they need to do is fill out the permits and then they have to take it to the fire department. And the other one was for a cell tower. And the only time we enter into that is if they're building a new one.
Yes.
And this was just for repairs and things around the base
yeah.
of it.
Oh, yeah. Good.
So that's not in our zoning, so that's all I have right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because we don't have a road supervisor, we really don't have anything to report other than the roads that we were done by the county for us.
Right.
Talking to Bob, roadside mowing, the second round of it for the season will probably start next week. Everything's in ship shape on that piece of equipment, and that will go forward. Okay. Mr. Steve.
We submitted our request for the ends through the ARP funds through the county.
Yes.
Monday. I sent you all a copy of that.
Yes, sir.
We'll see how they go. Whatever their pre-meeting today, they announced that they have 4 ambulances in front of ours, so it'll be interesting to see what happens this time. You put a person on last week, or last meeting, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
A new member, volunteer for the fire department, she starts her EMT class tonight, so
Oh, good to hear.
that'll be a good thing.
Good.
That's it.
All right. Good.
Sir, I was a firefighter for 10 years, EMT for 20,
Yeah.
armed security for 7.5 years,
Good
and
call.
I lost both my retinas. I got daylight driving privileges. Damn it, if you get a call in the daytime, I'm licensed to drive in the daytime. And if it gets dark, you got to take me home there. You know what I mean?
We'll give you a ride.
There you go. He shows up, we'll get you home.
Hey, I was a
Awesome. Awesome. Mr. Waldeck, any old business to go over?
No, sir.
Mr. Chickasaw?
No.
I'm, see, motion.
It's a lot of people.
Old business, the township district map that we have been working on, Mr. Weeks, has been putting in so much time on. I wanted to, get that signed and make a resolution, but we're just not ready yet. I'm gonna table that for one more meeting, and we should be able to, sign that on next time and get that done. And that would be, if you notice, the, district map on the back wall that shows all of our residential, business, and commercial properties. That has now been updated, and with our signatures on that, it'll be valid. We'll be able to put a new one up, but more importantly, it'll go into our comprehensive plan and become part of our zoning book. So it'll be easily accessible for all. That's the big thing. That's the only old news I have. Any New business, Mr. Walden?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sir?
Nope.
Okay. I would like to set a date and a time to start talking about the park renovation and the possibility of putting a new park in behind the fire station using the ARAP money that is available to us. We have 300,000. Put in a request for 170. So that leaves us some money. I would suggest that we put up a new pavilion, put in new water lines, expand the cement. The new pavilion would be about double in size. And we probably would spend about 45 to 50,000 on that, complete everything. And then the new park, we're talking about it including walking paths, disc golf, 9 holes, and pickleball. And our possible budget on that would be right around $100,000. So if you've got some time this week, next week in the afternoon after 3 o'clock, you take a couple hours and start to put together some notes and start to put together a grant proposal that going to have to be in by the middle of November at the latest.
Are you gonna put in some lighting back there too?
Yes.
Parking lot.
Got it.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
just saying, I'm just.
I don't know if you.
We're waiting on park,
We'll bring
yeah.
that up. Yeah, expansion of parking.
Okay,
Yes.
and then some kind of lighting.
Park,
Okay.
yeah. John?
So you're talking two different,
Yes.
talking the
Right.
pavilion here,
And then behind
Supposedly,
the center,
Yeah,
and
we
the
got
park.
300,000 coming to us from the county, and we want to spend every penny.
Have you looked into liability with proximity of the pond at the fire station? What the insurance is?
The last time, we are insured with it. And they insured us, so I assume that they are okay with that liability. They might want the fencing around it upgraded. That would have to be part of our proposal, but I can find that out real quick.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the increase in premium might be tremendous if you're gonna open a park next to that pond.
Yes, oh yeah, that's on the list to look at, the increase, yeah. Jim, any free time? Thursday, next Monday or Tuesday afternoon?
I'm available pretty much anytime.
Okay.
You're working, so.
Yeah,
After 3, I'm available most days.
okay, you wanna try for next Monday? 3 o'clock, spend a couple hours?
Yeah, Monday's fine with me.
Okay, so, we'll have a special meeting then, Monday at, 3:30, is that better?
That's fine.
Okay, Monday, 3:30, and the discussion will be about, grant applications for our parks. Okay. Thanks.
That's October 26th.
September.
August, oh, sorry.
Hey, it goes fast.
He's thinking away.
That's the day before my birthday.
I was just trying to push it out a little farther, so we weren't ready to meet yet.
Sounds good. The other old business I have, or new business, we did not get any of our registered mail that we sent to the owner of the property on the corner. It was not accepted. So therefore, according to law, he has been served. And that fulfills any obligation we have to notifying the owner of that property. No person or company has requested a public hearing. So therefore, I can go ahead and put forth a motion. I want to make sure I got that correct. Put forth a motion to accept bids for the demolition and removal. Yes, advertise for that, the demolition and removal of the house on the corner.
Second.
Stop being nice.
Yes, it is 6227 State Route 45.
Okay, thank you.
45.
And how long would you like to advertise for that?
30 days, please.
So you want bids back in within 30 days?
Well, when's our next meeting? Let's put it that. Is that October 1, October 2?
October.
So-
Are you sure September?
September.
Next meeting is September 3rd, and then September
Let's do
17th.
September 3rd. That gives us over 30 days, right?
No, it's October, it's the 20th, so let's do
Oh,
the
okay,
17th.
17.
Bids back in by September 16th.
Just not.
No, we started.
Are we doing 2 meetings or 1 meeting?
Two.
Two, after two, I guess.
Two.
Third
Okay,
and
so Mr. Waldeck,
17.
First and.
motion on the table. Mr. Waldeck?
First and.
Yes.
Mr. Chicolo?
Yes.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Thank you.
I second all four of their motions.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we're done with that. All right, we need to put forth a motion for our rate resolution. Would you please, explain what a rate resolution is, Nicole?
It's a resolution accepting the amount and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor for the year 2025. General fund, which includes the health department, is 118,430. It's 17, and column 2, which is in the limitation, is 17,883. Road and bridge is 99,329. And then it go off to the side at 17,883. The fire district gets 314,470. And then the fire and EMS, the new levy for equipment, is 121,570. The tangible reimbursement in PU from the state totals $701,026.
Put that in a motion to accept that determination. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Waldeck?
Yes.
Mr. Chicolo?
Yes.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes. Anything else, gentlemen?
No.
You got what you meant?
Have you ever got a monthly report from the sheriff's department?
Yeah. Do you?
They were supposed to update us on the one. Remember he was sending it
Yeah.
to us. Did you send it to me?
No.
Oh.
That's, what day? That's, April?
Yes,
No, he has not.
yeah, and you asked him to
Yes, I
CC
did.
me from now
I
on
did,
too.
I did. That's the only month you're missing since January.
Yeah, we're missing April. Everything else is on the website.
Yes.
I uploaded everything.
Yes, sir.
What is a reasonable amount of time when somebody puts in for public records?
Depends on how big.
That's the definition on it. So what
Yeah,
do you
I
consider
don't-
reasonable?
I don't.
I just did the public records training this week, actually,
And that
and reasonable
is-
is different per the request submitted.
Okay. So I've been waiting 2 years.
What would you like?
I asked for all zoning violations for the last 20 years.
For number 120 years, we do not have on file. We don't have to keep them by 20 years, so
Okay,
they're not on
then as
file.
far back as they'll go.
Zoning violations. Oh,
I requested this 2 years ago. I've talked to you about it a few times also, Nikki.
violations.
Okay.
I don't have time to.
You were working on
I
that when
know,
you
I
started.
know.
Did you hire on for?
2 years? No, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you because I know how difficult that's going to be.
Yeah, very difficult.
Well, wouldn't Ellen have it?
It's there.
It's on paper. Some of them I have, some
You
of
want-
them I don't.
So, why don't, your,
We can cover, we'll put something in writing back to
yeah,
you.
let's put it back in writing, but I would suggest maybe, once I take a look at it, I'll give you a call. He can give you an update, within the next 3 to 5 days. Okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of that stuff I wasn't aware of.
Yes.
And, there really isn't, I don't know what to say, because a lot of things went to court that didn't, were resolved in court.
So, let's, are you looking for something that anything went, even though it was, I guess the word is adjudicated? I don't know.
Correct.
You want
Yes.
everything?
Yep.
Whether or not it went to court or not?
Yes,
Okay, all right, I understand.
And you are aware there's a cost.
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, our next meeting is going to be September 3rd.
No.
Matt, you have one?
Just, are they gonna be doing any more roads county than what
No,
they've done?
They're done for the year. Can I have a motion to pay bills, please?
Motion to pay bills.
Second.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chicolo?
Yes.
Mr. Golden?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Question, are you gonna have another food truck frenzy?
September 6th,
Mhm.
5 to 8 will be our next food truck night.
Okay.
Can we do the school thing again that day? Cause the first one, we didn't get a whole lot, we got some, but would it be bad to do it again? Nah?
I don't know, I guess we could visit that.
I mean, it's not costing.
That was really
anything,
nice
so
though,
why
it was really,
do it?
I love those food trucks. I love those food truck nights, oh my god, it's so fun.
And if you would, just pollute Facebook with the advertisement that it's still gonna be on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I try to keep it close to the time so that it doesn't, I just do the banner and Chat Like a Champion or the two that I posted on. If there's someone else, somewhere else that would want to put it, let me know. I probably could. I think Tom put it on Mecca the first time for me. I need to catch him.
I've had it on my shop page too.
Awesome, okay.
It'll be up there again. I missed it the last time, but I'll put it up there
We
again.
do have a new one, the Bristol Community Brigade, I forget who's taking care of, Tara's taking care of that. So I'll have her put it on that one too. She just got it up for the Christmas lighting committee, whatever, but now it's called the
So if you do see it on Facebook,
PCB.
don't forget to like and share it. That's how it works. Okay,
That's what I do.
all right. Anything else? Okay. We've got an executive session. I'm gonna ask you to go into executive session after our meeting. We are going to discuss with a young man possibility of him coming on board to take our vacant spot of our township supervisor. So we're going to go into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation, charges, or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual. All right. Yes, we need a second.
Second.
Mr. Seaman?
Yes.
Mr. Chicolo?
Yes.
Mr. Golden?
Yes.
All right, so,
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I would like to ask one question. Is there anything that we can do to collect these back taxes that are out in this township? I'm gonna bring it up. Last I knew, there was about like $200,000 out in back taxes.
that's a county matter. No, we can't. So it is. All right, anything else?
Nope.
Before you go.
All right, I
Okay.
need your phone number.
You'll have it.
Okay, we're done. Thank you.
Middle of the town.